X-Men 97, Season 1, Episode 6, titled Lifedeath Part 2. And half of this episode I liked, half of the episode I didn't like. The stuff that I liked was all of the Storm stuff. All the stuff dealing with Storm and her getting her powers back while facing the fears and her fears and insecurities and having this evil like demon bird creature haunting her around all the time. I like and has a really good horror out through those sections of the episode. I was like, okay, I'm liking this, and I can see what's going to happen at next week, which is she finds out about what happened in Genosha this episode, and then she's back at the X Mansion, so grieving along with the X Men, the rest of her X Men, and finding out who's responsible of it, which I assume is Mr. Sinister because of what happens in the end. But anyway, but the stuff I didn't like, and the stuff I'm mostly going to be talking about, is all the stuff dealing with Charles Xavier. He's back. He's in the Shield Empire. Like the moment it starts with after the title sequence, which I will say this: if you skip the title sequence, I don't know you. I don't know you. Anyway, so after the title sequence, it just goes immediately cosmic, and I'm like, how do we get "I can feel you" to cosmic? I'm like, how? And it took me a while to gel into it, and I'm like, why? And I'm like, okay, turns out Charles Xavier is alive, and he's married to the princess of the Shield Empire, and he's afflicted because turns out she married the princess or the leader of the ruler of the Shield Empire. She needs to wipe his memory of his past life. Anything about the X-Men, anything about his life on Earth needs to be gone. But he's flicked all of it because he doesn't want to leave the X-Men. He doesn't. He wants to keep those memories, but still he's in love with this woman, and that, and the moment he shows up, I was like, oh, kind of takes away the core idea of this season, and that is the X-Men able to be the X-Men without Charles Xavier there. That it's like life, the parents are not there anymore, and now it's all about you, and it's all about you stepping up to the plate and you pushing yourself, and you maybe have their voices in your head that what they would say, and that keeps you going, keeps you moving. And I'm like, that's what I like, and I was so hoping that what would happen in the amazing episodes after the last week was, okay, Gambit's dead, Magneto's dead. Rogue is going to feel a lot of anger. But yet, but the X-Men are able to pick themselves up. They're able to lift themselves up, able to build their spirits and build it to the point they can fight. And so when we hit the finale, it is a more emotional finale, because I assume the final episode is just going to be a big spectacle episode. So it's a big, roaring and emotional, finale, because it's the X-Men able to be the X-Men, able to fight whatever threat, fight a Mr. Sinister, fight a Apocalypse, fight a Magneto, evil Magneto, or who have you, without Charles Xavier there. Showed the X-Men having the independence there, right? And him being there, I'm just like... And also, I'm not a fan of the voice. This very weary voice. I was like, this is not working. This Professor X voice is not working for me. And maybe because I'm used to like Patrick Stewart and James McAvoy. I'm used to hearing those voices when it comes to Xavier versus someone who sounds like they have smoked too many cigarettes or someone who has a very bad cold, and it just doesn't really click for me. But yeah, hopefully, like, I mean, by the last like minute of the episode, it feels like, okay, this is the episode where like the final pieces are there, the final momentum stuff is like all the setting up is done, because technically we got 4 episodes left, but episodes 8 to 10 is a 3-part finale, is a 3-episode finale. So we could possibly, in a way, you may say it's like a 9-minute movie, so it's so we only got like 2 stories left. So hopefully this is just setting up the last pieces for the rest of the season, so we can move on and actually deal with the aftermath. Because I want to know how Rogue is handling this. I mean, I'm badly, hopefully. She did say, sure, I can't hear you, but how is she still coping? I want to check out how the other X-Men characters, how's Cyclops, how's Jean, how's Logan, how's Beast, how's Morph and all that. How they're handling it. And it's kind of nice that Nightcrawler is apparently in Gambit's replacement, but I'm like, hey, so, my guess is like, hey, the team will change. The team will change. There'll be some members that will stay. I assume like Cyclops will be there, Wolverine will be there. And it's kind of surprising with this show. Like, when it comes to an X-Men thing, you kind of just assume that, oh, who's the most popular character on the X-Men? It's Wolverine. So you make sure Wolverine is there every fucking frame. But you realize, like, he's there, but he's not highly present as much, which is quite surprising. It's mostly focusing pretty much on all the other members. But technically we've got 4 more episodes left, so no. I had this weird theory about like explaining why is in Deadpool 3 Wolverine wearing the yellow suit. I had this weird thing. I'll be like, maybe Hugh Jackman's not playing the Fox version, but he's playing this version, the animated version of this. Hence the yellow suit. That's what my head went to. But I went, no. I'm becoming all fanboy and reading into it a little bit. But anyway, comment below what you thought of episode 6 of X-Men 97.